Good afternoon and welcome. Hello, my name is Sally Meyers, and we are delighted to have you all here today. I am the founder of the Perris and Menifee Valley Chambers of Commerce Student of the Month program, and it is exciting to be back here today and to be honoring outstanding students who make a difference. And I want to thank all of you, all of our sponsors, for returning to our program. I know, as well as the rest of you know, that the economy is still in perilous times, and for you all to continue to support our program with your hard-earned dollars, the generosity of your time, I am just truly grateful for. So I just want to open up and just say thank you, thank you, thank you. I would like to ask you all to please stand, and we are going to invite Pastor Ted Norton to come forward, and he is going to pray for us. He is with New Life Fellowship Church. And also, if our Mayor Busch from the city of Perris would come forward, and then he will lead us in our Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you, gentlemen.
Shall we pray? Our Heavenly Father, we're just thankful for a good summer, a time where we can have some time to relax and spend time with family. Father, for the time now to once again to re-enter that time where we focus on education and preparing our minds for the future. We ask, Lord, just your blessing upon this whole school year and upon each student that is going to be honored through the Student of the Month program. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Everyone will join me saluting our flag. Yesterday was 9/11. Everyone remembers that, and this reminds us of why we salute our flag. Join me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You are welcome to be seated. The Student of the Month program is very honored to be celebrating 15 years in Perris and Menifee. And it is truly to the generosity and the heartfelt nature of your service to the community that we have been able to honor students for this many years. And our program itself is celebrating 21 years this year. We began in Temecula, then moved up to Marietta, and then to Lake Elsinore, and then over to Perris and Menifee. So we are truly a community-oriented program that enjoys celebrating and recognizing our students. And it's just exciting to know that since 1998, we have had many of the same sponsors part of our program and community leaders, and that is just truly a testament to this community and how committed you all are to the schools and our students and our families. So thank you again. As a nonprofit organization, we have a mission statement, and I am proud to say that it is the same mission statement today as it was 21 years ago. And for all of you that are parents, if you would please raise your hand high, parents of our students today, please raise your hand so we can see who you are. Okay, that's great. The mission statement, I think, will be especially great for you because these are the criteria by which your son or daughter was selected today. And so I'd like to share that with you. We are a high school recognition program, and of course you see we're supported by the community, but it honors college-bound seniors for their character, their commitment to academics, their love of learning, participation in athletics, school activities, and of course community service, or the ability to persevere through very challenging life circumstances. And I can tell you that it's done in a setting that honors God, our country, community, family, and free enterprise. And so you roll all that together, and those are the criteria by which our students are selected. It's not a student that has a laundry list of activities, yet they all seem to, or the highest GPA, which many of them do, but it is truly a student that demonstrates and is set apart by who they are as a person, their heart, how they are involved in their community, how they've made a difference on their campus, or maybe something special where they have really impacted their family in a very positive way. And so we come together once a month to truly celebrate students that make a difference, sort of a phrase that we've coined, sort of the spirit of the student of the month. And we share those stories, and we share them really in a very heartfelt, warm and tender and memorable way. And when we leave, many times we leave with multiple tissues in our hand because we have just cried our eyes out over someone's stories, or we have just laughed with even tears of joy. And so this is a time when students get to speak freely, and we as sponsors and the business community, we truly love coming every month because we enjoy just being able to see the great fellowship with the families and the relationships between the students and their principals, students and their teachers, and of course the students and their families. So that is really what the Student of the Month program is all about. I'd like to introduce our students and have you please stand with your families when I call your name. Perris High School, of course our principal is Dr. Lynn Sheffield. So Lynn, Dr. Sheffield, I hadn't seen that doctor before. That must be something new. Let's just give a hip hip hurrah. Wow. I am so excited about that. Congratulations. So Dr. Sheffield, our principal of Perris High School, and our student is Brendan M. Coleman. So Brendan, if you would please stand, and your family, if you would stand as well. Let's give you a great round of applause. Welcome. California Military Institute, our principal and commandant Richard Wallis, and our student is Ashely E. Acosta. And Ashely, if your family could please stand. From Paloma Valley High School, our principal Brian Morris. Thank you, Brian. There we are. And our student is Kiara R. McIntosh. And your family, please. And our final school today is Heritage High School, and we have an assistant principal, Lynn, is it Menius? Okay, thank you very much, Lynn. And our student is Robert Troy Anderson, and your family, please. Thank you. And I will tell you from, just because I'm a grandma now, but I think one of the things that I get the most great satisfaction out of is being able to see moms and dads smile when we're talking about their sons and daughters. I mean, there's no greater joy to me than that. So I just love it. I would also like to introduce from our Chambers of Commerce, and they're going to come forward and share a few words. From the Menifee Valley Chamber of Commerce today, we have Dr. Jonathan Greenberg. And from the Perris Valley Chamber of Commerce, we have Grant Bennett. If you gentlemen would like to come forward, please. Thank you.
Thank you, Sally. On behalf of the Perris Valley Chamber of Commerce, and I think I'll speak for Menifee also, we want to congratulate all the students on this great accomplishment. Being the first student of the month of the year is a great thing to start off your senior year and being in a positive mode. It's the Chamber of Commerce are businesses that are represented in our communities, and what we're here today is to honor you and hope that you come back to our communities once you graduate from not only high school but college or whatever other endeavor that you want to go through into the service or what your goals are. But come back to our communities, be a positive impact in the Perris, Menifee Valleys, and help those communities grow and give back to the communities that helped you get to where you are today. So again, on behalf of the chambers, we want to congratulate you and say best of luck. Thank you.
Great, thank you.
I'm standing in today for Dorothy Wollins in the Menifee Valley Chamber of Commerce. I'm on the board of directors. They're having a candidate forum today in Menifee for the city council down there. So we have a smaller Menifee group than we would normally have. Usually this room is packed to the gills. But on behalf of the Menifee Valley Chamber of Commerce, I want to echo what Mr. Bennett said. Again, congratulations, students. The businesses in this community continue to give to this program and many others, but specifically to this program in the toughest economic times since the Great Depression, which we have to tip our hat to the businesses that do that because they recognize that You are the future. You're the future of our communities. You're the future of our business community. You're the future of what we're going to look for and what we're going to strive to be in the future. So on behalf of the Chambers, congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you, gentlemen. I appreciate that. And as you know, for a program to be great, it has the greatest volunteers, and our program has the best volunteers. And I'd like to introduce them to you now because they make what I do very simple. In fact, we couldn't have the program without them and our sponsors, so I'd like to introduce our volunteers to you. Our chairs are Sarah Rico and Lori Ortel, and they are with the Perris Union High School District. So ladies, if you would please do more than just raise your hand, just let everyone see you, because they are phenomenal. They prepare our program, they prepare the agenda, they prepare the sponsor list, they confirm the names with the schools, they send out emails to all of our sponsors. They literally do everything, and I am just so grateful for you. Thank you so much, appreciate you. And yes, let's give a great round of applause. And our scholarship volunteers are not here today, but they are Carrie Zamora and Andrea Donahue, and they are with a family trust foundation called Better World Trust, and they actually administrate our scholarship program for us, and I'm quite grateful for them. Our accountant is Kim Garcia with Tamda Medical Management, and we have a special gentleman that always MCs when I am out of town, and of course that is our superintendent, Dr. Jonathan Greenberg, and he does an amazing job, so thank you very much. I'll let you know when I'm on the road this year. And we have a couple of folks that have been very mindful and thoughtful of bringing in new sponsors to our program, whether it be meal sponsors or scholarship sponsors. And one is our Mayor, Busch, from the city of Perris. And it seems like every year he has a couple of folks that he wants to introduce to our program, so we always appreciate you for that. Thank you so much. And then we also have Dorothy Wallins with the Menifee Valley Chamber of Commerce. She too supports in a great way some of the new businesses that are coming into Menifee and trying to get them involved in our program. And we happen to have a new server this year at Sizzler, and her name is Nancy. And our dear Lori Morgan has actually been promoted from this Sizzler to our Sizzler in Marietta, and she's going through management training. So we're very excited that she is doing that. So yes, we'll give her a round of applause. And we do have the Sizzler on the online to be remodeled probably within the next year. So we have some that we're still doing up in Northern California, and had an unexpected remodel in Bakersfield where there was the store had unfortunately burned in an unexpected fire. And so that one is being remodeled now, but then we're going to get back down here and finish up our stores in Southern California. So eventually we will have this one remodeled similar to Marietta. So that'll be exciting news. So right now I would like to introduce all of our lunch sponsors, and it is due to their generosity that you all are having lunch today. So we greatly appreciate you all. And I'm going to introduce everyone that is here. But if you take your program and if you open it up and you look on the left-hand page, it says meal sponsors. It lists all of our sponsors that participate in providing the meals. And I want to introduce those that are literally here today. We have Karina Chum with Altura Credit Union. So thank you, Karina. We appreciate you. And we'll hold our applause. We'll do one big one at the end. We have Eric Kroenke with Ashely Kroenke, Inc. Thank you, Eric. We have the Bank of Hemet. We have Virginia Figueredo. Thank you, Virginia. From the city of Menifee, we're excited. They are a new meal sponsor for us this year. We have Bill Rawlings. So Bill, thank you. Appreciate your generosity to us. And the city of Perris, we have Mayor Busch. We have with us our city clerk, Judy Honey. And we have anyone else from the city today? Isabel Carlos. Yes, Isabel, thank you so much. We appreciate you. And our county supervisor, Marion Ashely, today being represented by Barry Busch. Thank you. He helped me carry in multiple boxes today, so appreciate you. And we have from Perris Union High School District, of course, our superintendent, Dr. Jonathan Greenberg, Lori Ortel, Sarah Rico, and Marcy Savage. And Did I get everyone from the district? Okay, that is great. And we also have with us the Rotary Club of Perris. And are there any Rotarians from Perris in here? I know there must be. Thank you, Grant. Appreciate that. And Daryl, did you raise your hand too? All right, very good. And from the Sizzler, of course, we have myself. And from Vistera Credit Union, Diana Adams. Miss Diana, I saw you. How are you? Thank you very much. And Wells Fargo Bank, we've got two great ladies from the Perris branch. We have Erica Butler, Miss Erica, and Mariella DiDonna. So raise your hands real high. And so we appreciate you. And so let's give them all a great round of applause. The other aspect about the Student of the Month program is we are a scholarship program, and that's why we select students that are college bound or trade school bound or going off to a vocational school. And so we have a number of our scholarship sponsors. They are as well listed in our program, but I'd like to introduce several that are here today. We have the Menifee Valley Chamber of Commerce, so thank you very much to the Chamber. And we have the Perris Union Management Association from the school district, so we appreciate them. The Rotary Club of Menifee, I know we have several members. If you could also raise your hands nice and high. Thank you very much, appreciate that. We have another business that is associated with the school district, and that is WLC Architects. And of course, Fred Good and Associates is also works with the school district. International Auto Crafters and Perris Plaza. And so Star Milling. So those are our scholarship sponsors so far, and we plan to add to that this year. So if you know anyone that is interested in joining us in our scholarships, we would love to have them join our program. And in order to be Student of the Year, you must first be Student of the Month. So that means all of you today are on the right track, and you're on the right track at the very beginning of the program. And in the early spring, the school district and the chamber will send out a rigorous application that you will compete. It will be a competitive application, and all of our students that are Student of the Month will compete against students from their own school. And then the judges will actually select those that will come back to our Student of the Year dinner, which will be held in May, actually at the Sizzler in Lake Elsinore, because it has a little bit larger room. And that's where we give away just a fabulous scholarship to each of our Students of the Year. So it's important that you all start keeping track and documenting everything that you're doing this year so you can have that on your application. And our Student of the Year gift sponsors are Swedish Speed and Champion Towing and Costco in Lake Elsinore, and many of our other businesses also come forward and provide a special gift for our Students of the Year. And I'd now like to call forward our dignitaries and elected officials, and they will have the opportunity to share a few words of congratulations and wisdom to you. And this is the order that they will present today, and so you're welcome to go ahead and come on up, and we've got your certificates right here. And we have Mayor Busch from the City of Perris, and from the City of Menifee today, we have our City Manager, Bill Rawlings. From Senator Bill Emmerson's office, our darling Heather Love. And from Assemblyman Brian Nastandi's office is Sarah Duckett, and we're so excited that Sarah's here, and she's also going to present on behalf of Assemblyman Paul Cook. And from our County Supervisor Jeff Stone's office, we will have Barry Busch, if you could also share on behalf of County Supervisor Stone, as well as your County Supervisor, Marion Ashely. And then our Superintendent, Dr. Jonathan Greenberg, will conclude with his remarks and also showing off a very special certificate as well. So thank you very much, Mayor Busch.
Thank you. As usual, I'm always pleased to be here. It's a pleasure for me to be here on behalf of the city and the city council. And our city really does support this program. Councilman Yarborough and I usually both show up because we think it's that important. And as you may notice, Mr. Yarborough's not here, but he texts me. And he says, I'm sorry I can't make it. Please give him my regards. So from Councilman Yarborough, he personally wants to congratulate the students and wish them the best. He's a graduate of Perris High School, and he likes to tell people that also too, which he's very proud of. Today we have a certificate that we present to the students, and I'm very proud of it. Our staff went through and remodeled it this year. This is the new improved model. So And so John Denver's not here today to say something about it, so I'll have to say something. But anyhow, we're really proud of the students, and I always like to congratulate the parents because I know it takes a lot of help to get through these things, and the parents are, I know, help support the students and help them get through these things. So congratulations to the students and to the parents.
Good afternoon. I'm here on behalf of the Menifee City Council, who we usually have one or two members, I think, at every event, and today's is a special occasion for them. I just wanted to just say how exciting it is. This is really the highlight. I was going to say it's the highlight of my week. It's probably the highlight of my month. This is one of the neatest events that I get to attend today because our council's in here. We wish everybody the best. And we are just excited to be part of this program, and I agree with the mayor. Boy, we should have one of these for the parents too, because nobody gets through high school without help. So it's really exciting. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Heather Love, and I'm here on behalf of Senator Bill Emmerson's office, and we also have a certificate, not as fancy as the mayor's, but that's okay. We're on a budget. But I just want to say that I was bragging all week to my coworkers, guess where I get to go? I get to go to Student Month. I'm so excited because I get so inspired by the stories from the students and the teachers, and it's just a great part of my month. I love it. It's like a little pick-me-up. So I'm really proud of you guys, and Senator is really proud of what you guys are doing and what you're going to be accomplishing. You have 8 more months, unfortunately, to finish out school and finish strong, but what a great way to start out. So congratulations on behalf of Senator Bill Emmerson.
Hi, I'm Sarah DeCat with Assemblyman Brian Estani's office. I'm also presenting for Assemblyman Paul Cook. Just want to say congratulations from both the Assemblymen. You guys should be very, very proud. You are some of the best in your school, and you just need to keep that in mind. And I always look forward to it. I'm like, oh, every month I'm like, is it going to get better? Is it going to get better? And it really does. And I'm sure you guys are going to set the bar really high and truly enjoy hearing all that you're doing. And come back when you're done with college or your other education. Give back to the community because this does not happen everywhere. And you are very lucky to have a community that really does love and support you and wants the best for you. So on behalf of both the Assemblymen, congratulations.
Good afternoon. I'm Barry Busch from Supervisor Marion Ashely's office. The supervisor thinks this day is so important, not just because he graduated from Perris High, lives in Perris in the Menifee Valley. I mean, he was raised in Romaland, Menifee, but he makes a point of that we come to these events. So, and we just were in our office, we're getting reassignments, and he tried to take this away from me and give to another lady in our office. And I said, you know what? You do that, you might as well just send me home now. He goes, okay, you can have that one. So, anyhow, I'm on behalf of Supervisor Ashely and Supervisor Stone. We just want to congratulate you, students of the month. It's a great accomplishment. You know, keep up the hard work. Like it was just said, you had 8 more months to go. So, keep up, have fun, and be safe out there. Okay.
Well, I get to wear a number of different hats. First, I'll start off by saying everybody saw the Olympics, and you know, there are people who don't. Just to make it to the Olympics is quite an accomplishment. Obviously, if you come in third, you get the bronze, and so you saw some of the certificates; they were bronze looking, and then you know, and some of them were actually silver looking. But actually, I have the gold medal certificate. Wow! This is from Congressman Darrell Issa, and. You know, I think others said it earlier that it's important that you know there's, at our comprehensive high schools, there's 2,700 students. So if you do the math, you're talking, you know, 700 or so graduates to be at those comprehensives. And we know at CMI, the competition is incredibly stiff in all classes there. So to be Student of the Month is a true accomplishment. If you think about it, we're only going to have about 6 or 7 out of your whole graduating class. And when you get these certificates, please make sure you put them on your resume. Please make sure if you have a younger brother or sister that you frame it and put it outside their door. My brother did that to me. He's dead now. No, he's not. But this is truly a great accomplishment. And on behalf of the congressman who wouldn't have done the comedy shtick that I just did, he would have just said congratulations and best wishes. Now, as superintendent of the Perris Union High School District, I want to first start off by recognizing our board members that are here. Governing board members, President Eric Kroenke, right over there, Vice President Joan Cooley over there, and Trustee Bill Holstrom right by the window there. So thank our board members. And I have to be that person, kind of like your parents, who reminds you that, again, you didn't accomplish what you've accomplished today without the help of your family, your teachers, your school, your friends. But also, in order to show that thanks, we're going to assist you. We're just here to help. And here is a Student of the Month sponsor list. It's 2 pages long, both sides. It's actually 4 pages in total. And each one of you in your wonderful gift bag will have this list along with these thank you cards. And so, because you're all A students, you know the job, right? Homework assignment is for you to write a thank you note to each one of these individuals. Now, the parents are getting a little worried because they see the size of the package and postage being what it is. Just give these thank you cards when they're completed to your principals. They'll send them down to us and we'll pay for the postage and mail them out. But again, part of becoming a successful adult is understanding that you didn't do this alone and you need to offer thanks. And again, as I said earlier, for this business community in Perris and in Menifee Valley to come together in these tough economic times and still be able to put on this lunch, still offer scholarships at the end of the year is quite an accomplishment and a testament to them. So please give thanks to them. And again, as I heard earlier from Barry Busch, he reminded you that there's 8 months left in the school year. Over the past 4 years, actually it's been 5 years, we've had a number of students killed and seriously injured during their senior year and just after their senior year. Kids driving too fast in cars, it's a bad combination. Please make sure that you tell your friends that this is going to be a great senior year, but please act responsibly. I can't tell you as a superintendent how difficult it is when I had to go to Heritage High School and be there when our student passed away and they had a memorial service. I don't know what to tell a parent when an 18 or 19-year-old isn't going to be in their life any longer. So I know it's probably not to you, but please make sure you tell your friends that you want to see them at your 10-year and your 20-year and even your 50-year high school reunion. Again, congratulations.
Thank you very much, Dr. Greenberg. We appreciate that. Well, as you can see, our gift table over here is loaded with bags from Bath and Body Works, which are donated by the Lake Elsinore Outlet Mall, and all kinds of other goodies. The smaller bags are from International Auto Crafters. And let's see, maybe Lynn, you can just go over there real quick and just open up the one in the orange and pull out, because I just have to prove to you they're delicious bags because there's cookies in them. They do fresh baked cookies, and they have a little accident kit in there, so if anything were to happen when you're out in your car, everything that you need to know if anything were to happen out when you're in the car and something goes on. They have I think it's a glass paperweight that is engraved with your name on it, and just some special things for you. So more candy. So that is great. Anyway, so families, you're going to have fun with that. And of course, Altura Credit Union has a really neat water cup over here, as well as Vistera. And the City of Menifee has a neat little cup for you and a bottle as well. We have a Bible from Pastor Ted and the City of Perris. Oh, you're doing so good. I like this. You're great. We have a little a nap bag back here, backpack kind of thing, a little tote bag, thank you, from the City of Perris. And then you get to go to all kinds of restaurants and eat, and then you get to go and do some miniature golf and burn off a few calories, and then you get to go eat and eat some more, and which is good. You're probably going to eat more than you get to burn calories, so you're going to have to, when you do miniature golf, you have to do like this, or something like that, so you can really burn off those calories. Yeah, don't ask me to do that again. Don't ask me to do that again.
The camera's rolling.
Yeah, I know. And I will say I'm really excited that we have gift certificates this year from Texas Roadhouse. And so I know that you all enjoyed that, as well as New York's Upper Crust Pizza and our whimsical yogurt and gelato. And Henry Dang is here, and your partner, and I'm saying Ken, right? And so we're so excited. They've been supporting us for several years now, so we appreciate that. And in fact, I love that gelato. And I do then a lot of this.
His pizza's even better.
Yeah, I know. That's really good too.
You do that run thing again.
Yeah, that run thing, yes, absolutely. And from the Perris Union High School District, you're going to get some movie tickets and, of course, postage for your thank you notes, as well as a DVD. It's being filmed, and so you will receive that from the school district. And then from the city of Perris, they are generous enough to be able to air the program on Time Warner Cable Television. And I'm not sure outside where it goes from Perris, but we probably need to check with Menifee and make sure it's running in Menifee as well.
If they have Time Warner locally, it's broadcasting.
Okay, so we will check in on that. And Creative Printing provides our...
Orange Crest, they get it over Orange Crest.
Okay, good. And Creative Printing provides the thank you note. So you will truly enjoy your goodie bag, and so we're excited about that. So let's give everyone a great round of applause. Thank you. We are now going to introduce our schools and our teachers, everything that y'all have been waiting for. And with that, Pastor Ted provides a little bit of tissue. And let's see, we have another box down here, but don't be shy. And if anybody wants one out on the tables, we can put one out there too. So thank you very much for that. And the program really centers around the students here. And we have asked the students to come prepared to really not only just dress for success, but have the opportunity to do a little bit of speaking. And it's not always easy when you are speaking in front of a group of people that you don't know. But by now we're family, because I think we've just about introduced everybody in the room. So you should feel pretty comfortable now. But the order of our program for the presentation is really quite simple. We call up one school at a time, and the student and the entire family and the mentor teacher all come forward, and we will have the student stand right here with the family right on the side, real close together, so the cameras can get you. And of course, the principal and the teacher will be right over here on this side. And the students are asked to introduce their family and their guests by name. So instead of "this is my mom and dad," you're going to tell us their full name, and you're going to talk to us about your career goals, where you plan on attending college, or what colleges you are interested in attending at this stage of the school year, a little bit about your current life on campus. And then we've asked you to answer one or more of the following questions, and they are, number one, what do you believe is your greatest contribution to your community, school, or family? Number two, what do you think is the most significant life lesson that you will take with you to college? Number three, how do you plan on giving back to our community or paying it forward? Or the final question, share a personal story that demonstrates an obstacle that you have overcome. And we're on a time limit, but I know you can do it. And then the teacher will speak for just a short period of time, and the parent will speak. One parent will be able to speak. And so we kind of allocate about 6 minutes or so per student, and the student will actually be speaking first after the principal introduces the student. And students, you have a good 2.5 to 3 minutes to share, and this is a time, students, where you can truly share from your heart. So you don't have to hold back. We are all your dear friends. And the tissue is here, and we are going to begin with this order. I've changed the order just a little bit. We're going to go with Paloma Valley High first, and then Perris High School, then the California Military Institute, and then we will conclude with Heritage High School. So with that, Mr. Brian Morris, let's welcome Perris High School. Did I say Paloma Valley High School?
Paloma.
I had it right,
I
but
know
yeah.
you did. That's all right. Yeah, I won't comment. Come on up, guys. Well, good afternoon as we're getting seated up here. Right over here, Kara. Okay, Lourdes. I want to welcome everybody back to our Student of the Month event that we always hold. It's such a great time here. All of these kids are shaped by so many people, not the least of which they're great teachers they have. And it's a privilege for me to say that Mr. Fairchild from Heritage has worked with me at Paloma. He's excellent. And Mr. Hayes, same thing. So we have some wonderful people doing great things at all these schools, shaping kids' lives. What a neat thing it is to see this. Come closer, Miss King. You have to get in the camera. Yeah.
Good job.
They like to avoid
Act
the
like
cameras.
it's your favorite principal.
Yes. Smile pretty. Kiara is a delight, and her mother. When we look for a student to represent Paloma at these Student of the Month events, Mrs. Meyers says it's to be a student that's well-rounded, not just great academics, not just great in one thing, and she hits the ball out of the park with that. She is an incredible athlete, and I'll say she produced the first CIF championship in the history of Paloma Valley for us. So that was pretty cool. Ms. King, she is an incredible student, and I won't even talk about the grades that I have here. But more important than that, she is a delightful individual that is just smiles from ear to ear, is sweet to everyone on campus, and is friends, it seems like, with everybody in the lunch quad, which is more important than anything else we could share. So she's a delight for us. And Ms. King, one of my exceptional sophomore English teachers, and all freshmen this year, she switched for me. Team player, thank you. So, and she's going to talk about Kira for you.
I think Kiara goes next, doesn't she?
Oh no, sorry, Kira's next.
That's right.
Yes.
Sorry, a little different order.
Different order.
Okay then.
Big question, Kira. I'll give it to you.
How many has he been to?
Okay. Hello. Okay. Hi everyone. I'm Kiara McIntosh, and just to start off, I'm not really a good public speaker, so I'm gonna do my best right now. First off, I wanted to say thank you very much to everyone here. I really appreciate what's going on, and I really would like to thank the school board, the Perris district members, and I'd like to thank Perris and Menifee Chambers of Commerce for making this happen. And I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my parents, and here's my mom, Lourdes McIntosh, and teachers like Miss King. They really helped me strive and excel for the best, and coaches such as my coach McGregor, he taught me how to work hard no matter what. When times get harsh, just keep going, you'll get better, and the pain's not going to get any worse. So, and I wouldn't be here without my friends also. They taught me how to be competitive, and that's why I am up here, because I wanted to do better than them. But so it's just like a game. But yeah, when obstacles are thrown at me, I try keeping my head up, and when I give my friends advice, I have to live up for it too. So when other people are having troubles, it helps me in a way, because once I tell them something, I need to go with what I said too, because I don't want to be a hypocrite, and I want to be their example. Next year, I'm pretty confident I will be going to a 4-year university, thanks to everyone in my life who has supported me. And right now, I'm not sure what I want to be, but I just know that I have all these windows open for me because of everyone who's helped me. And that's it. Thank you.
What schools are you going to?
I'm looking at UCLA and UCR because I've spoken to them for running. But
Coke ruins.
You just made his day.
That was right in. Valedictorian, Mr. Moore, right there.
She's got to take it up, yeah.
all right. Cool.
Oh, my turn. Yeah. All right. Rotato. Hello. Hello, I'm Allison King. I have had the privilege of having Kiara her sophomore and junior year, and as many of you who are here for the lunch, you're excited every month to come. I've been waiting 2 years for this experience. About October of her sophomore year, I was like, is she a senior yet? Is she a senior yet? Because she embodies what you guys have been supporting for so many years here. She comes into the classroom ready to learn, ready to do things. She hunts me down on campus to ask questions. She emails me on the weekends to ask me questions. How do I do this? What do I need to do? It's that same determination that has earned her just a few little credits. She's school record holder in 4 events at our school. Four events. She's also the league holder for 1 event. She's been league championship several times, and again, she's a CIF champion in the 800. And she's the 2nd student in our school ever to go to the state finals and earn 9th or 8th? 8th place at the states in 800 as a junior. So I know some people are like, she's only a junior, she gets 1 more year. Yeah, we get 1 more year. So, and it's this excitement that she brought to my classroom her sophomore year that it made me excited to be a teacher. And it was an honor and an absolute privilege to have her, and I'm sad I didn't get her for a 3rd year, but I know she makes all her teachers this year very proud. And I know when I told teachers I was coming before this student, a lot of teachers were really jealous. And not for the food, sorry to say, but they were jealous because many of them would love to be here to present Kiara because she's just that great of a kid. So thank you, Kiara, for everything you do at Paloma.
Just like my daughter, I don't like to speak up. I was hoping my husband would have made it, but he's probably at home asleep. But yeah, I'm very proud of my daughter. She's just awesome, and there's no words to describe this girl. Just a big squeeze and a hug that I normally just give her. It's like, I love you, and pretty much that's it.
And next, we'd like to bring up Dr. Sheffield in Perris High.
She won't bite you unless this group.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dr. Lynn Sheffield, and I'm very happy to be here this afternoon to introduce to you Mr. Brendan Colcom. We're starting the year off great with another one of Perris High's just silent leaders. He's a quiet young man, but he has a powerful impact with his knowledge and his ability to navigate through school. He is an author. He likes to write, and he loves a variety of things, and he's going to share some of those things with you as well as Mr. Hayes. But I've recognized him since he's been at Perris High, just as a quiet young man, always very polite, always speaking to me. I took a double take last week because I always see him and I always say, hey, and I double took because he used to have a long ponytail, beautiful long hair, and I said, what happened? Oh, just cut it off. So he's growing up, getting older, and ready to make some challenges and changes. And but you know, I want you to know that I do recognize you. I know who you are. He's doing great things on campus. He will continue. He's part of Calculus BC and doing great things there. And I think he's going to use some of that knowledge into what he wants to do in the future. So here's Mr. Brendan Colcom.
First, I want to introduce my mom, Brenda Colcom, and my sister, Kelsey Colcom. She actually graduated in the year 2010. This is my teacher, Mr. Hayes. I had him for chemistry, and now I have him for physics. I'm not entirely sure which college I want to go to yet, but I have an idea of Stanford, Santa Cruz, and UC San Diego. And, I've been in the AVID program since I was in 7th grade. I still am an AVID. And I've joined Upward Bound when I was a freshman, and I joined National Honor Society when I was a sophomore. And as Ms. Sheffield said, Dr. Sheffield, I like writing stories. The book that I was working on for 5 years, called Ninja Kaifo, is actually soon to be published. I'm not entirely sure when, but hopefully in the coming months. But pretty much inspired me to start writing and doing the things I do is actually from video games, because I've been playing those since I was since I was 3. But because it inspired me to write an entire book series as well as create the characters and the different areas. It's also kind of like guided me to go a major in computer science, because at first I want to get my bachelor's in computer science and then go on afterwards to get my master's. And that's it. Yeah.
The questions. 1, 2, 3.
It's a obstacle that I overcame. I guess freshman and half of sophomore year, I guess I was judged for being nerdy or geeky in a sense. But like after a while, I started like realizing that I shouldn't pay attention to what they're saying, because even though I play all these games and stuff, I know exactly what I want to do and that I will be successful afterwards. So.
Awesome.
Like he said, I'm his mom, and even though he's shy and quiet, he's not that way at home. He's my comedian. He always have me laughing, and I'm already worried because I'm wondering who's going to make me laugh when he goes off to college. So, okay.
All right, well, that's Brandon Cochran. Oh, the teacher. I went out of order, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your support in our community. I live in this community, I vote in this community, and I really appreciate your support. And hopefully I will be an entrepreneur in this community very soon, but not leaving education. So thank you very much for your sponsorship. I can't tell you the difference it makes in these young people's lives. To know that their community is behind them and believes that they can do these things is a major, major boost in the correct direction. So thank you very much for your dedication. Thank you for all attending. I wanted to talk to you guys about a very quiet young man named Brandon, who stands out with almost everything he does, even though he is quiet in everything he does. Some of the things that stand out about Brandon are his kindness and his loyalty to his friends. He has a very solid core of friends, and he would never do anything to make them distrust him in any way. He's a very loyal young man. His determination is amazing. It is inspiring, and it makes him stand out. His deep curiosity for almost everything that he explores academically. A deep curiosity for everything, whether it be literary, scientific, or otherwise mathematical. He is a lifelong learner, even though I've only known him for 3 years. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what a lifelong learner looks like. He may seem like a video game player, but what did he do with that information? What did he do? What drove him to go much farther than his peers with playing a video game? He's a lifelong learner. He has desire. And did I mention he is a great dancer?
How do you know that?
Brandon stands out in so many different ways among his honor and AP peers. It has been a pleasure of being part of his growth. There are some programs that I wanted to highlight that have made this possible. He is part of our pilot program Scholars, which Dr. Sheffield, came up with so that teachers like me could have more contact with Brandon, and we've gotten to know each other very well. He is a rock-solid member of our AVID team. And well, can anybody tell me what the acronym AVID stands for? Here comes the teacher, right? Sir, please in the front.
Advanced via individual determination.
Individual determination. This is our example. He should be held up for these qualities. Thank you very much for coming and recognizing Brandon. Appreciate it.
And now I'd like to call up Major Rick Wallis from California Military Institute.
No.
Give us a few seconds while we fall in, please.
That's not very well, she can run.
Good afternoon, and I would like to start out by seconding the comments made by previous speakers thanking all the sponsors and the elected officials and people who support this program. CMI has been fortunate enough to be included in this program for the last 3 or 4 years now, I think, and it's been a great benefit for our school and for the cadets that attend CMI. It's my unique privilege to introduce our Student of the Month, Cadet Captain Ashely Acosta. And I really get to speak about Ashely from two sides of the coin. Because as the principal of the California Military Institute, I know that Ashely is an outstanding student. She's a hard worker. I know that she's respected by all of her teachers because she was virtually a unanimous selection for this honor today. As the commandant of the California Military Institute, it's been my privilege to work with Ashely. She started in 10th grade as a battalion commander, right? Yeah. Which means that she was the senior cadet at CMI since the 10th grade. And I worked closely with her as she's planned cadet activities, done new cadet orientations, been involved in countless leadership roles. And I know that if I gave Ashely an assignment, that I could relax because she was going to get it done. She was going to get it done right, and she was going to involve other cadets in that process. In her 11th grade year, she was our brigade commander. She's moved up from battalion now to brigade, where she's coordinating not only the efforts of the cadets at CMI, but also of other schools throughout the area. The 9th Brigade is made up of 5 different schools, all the way from Rancho Cucamonga to San Jacinto, and including CMI. So as a brigade commander, she's dealing with other leaders at other schools. She's dealing with teachers and principals at other schools. And what I know about Ashely is that in her quiet, calm, but very self-assured manner, she can get things done. I've seen her comfortable with everyone from cadet recruit to a brigadier general. In May, CMI was visited by Brigadier General Gabrielli. We had a pass and review, and for those of you who've been in the military, having a general on your station or on your post or at your school is a big deal. And I couldn't think of a better way to inform Brigadier General Gabrielli about our school than to have cadets, Captain Acosta, conduct a briefing for the general in my office. And at the conclusion, or almost at the conclusion of the briefing, the executive officer, one of the officers who was with the general, stopped and said, "What kind of training have these cadets received to do this kind of a briefing?" And the response is, "They do this all the time." They were very impressed with the professionalism, the self-assurance, and the ability that Captain Acosta embodies for CMI cadets. I am very, very proud of what Ashely's accomplished, and I'm just proud that she's a cadet at CMI. Ashely.
Hello, my name is Ashely Acosta. Thank you so much, Mayor Wallis. I'd like to thank everybody here, all the sponsors, my family. This is my sister, Chareni Acosta, and this is my mom, Fabiola Acosta. My dad is currently working, so he couldn't make it, but I give thanks to him too, everybody here. I wouldn't have been here if it wasn't for the support that everybody gives me, my teachers, my principal, my parents, my family, the peers around me. So that's something that I take into consideration a lot to where I am right now. My school life right now, it's pretty hectic. It's senior year, everybody's excited. We're all happy that it's our last year. At the same time, we're all saying our goodbyes. We don't want the year to end. So we're staying strong all the way through. So we're all excited towards the end, but in the end, it's all hard work. We still go into our books. We still have the same determination that we started with. So I'm happy that this is my senior year. I'm happy that I'm gone this far, but this isn't the end of it. I'm slowly beginning. So this is going to be my new start, not only for me, but for others around me who affect me and I affect them, not only in a positive way, but in ways that we show each other and we can teach each other that we not only can affect our lives, but we can affect others around us. So, yeah, I'm not pretty sure about, well, let me rephrase that. I am sure about what I want to do in life. I want to go to a 4-year university, and I want to major in medical. I actually want to do 2 majors. I want to get in engineering and in medical, so I want to do both. But I'm still deciding which one I want to go to first, so if I want to go to medical first or if I want to go to engineering, but I still want to do both. So that's a long-term goal, but I know I'm going to be in there in the end. And I think one of the hardest obstacles that came through my life was last year, my junior year. I had my brother deployed to Afghanistan as a civilian, so he left for a year. And it took a great effect into my family, and it affected me. But I didn't let that, it pushed me more to do better. It showed me that I could not only, even if my brother was in Afghanistan and he wasn't there with me, he was there by spirit. And that I could push myself more and be more determined to do more with myself. Not only myself, but the school, my community, and I could serve more to others. So it was a great impact. Even though it was hard, a year, we were counting down each day, and we were excited because we would get barely an email once a week. We would try to email him, try to get a phone call, but it all turned out better in the end, and it showed me something in life that not a lot of people realize. And that's it.
Hi, I'm Ashely's sister. We're just very, very thankful that she's a great student, a great sister, a great friend. We're all very proud of her. My brother, my dad, unfortunately he wasn't here, but he just wanted for everybody to know that we're very thankful for all the support that everybody's given to Ashely. She's a really, really great student, a great friend, and thank you.
Thank you for supporting Ashely. I'm so excited. I'm so proud. Thank you.
So now I'll call up Heritage High School.
Hi, I'm Lynn Menius, and I'm one of the new assistant principals here at Heritage High School, and I'm very happy to have joined the team and also very excited to have been given the honor of coming and representing Heritage High School and our principal and our school to recognize Troy. In my office, I don't always see the Troys, so this is a nice opportunity to be able to recognize students that have such great accomplishments. When we sent out to the teachers and asked for our recommendation for our Student of the Month, we were just bombarded with emails. There was just no doubt of who it was going to be. It was going to be Troy for a number of reasons. Most befitting of him, I guess, is many of the teachers spoke to the legacy, which is something very important at Heritage High School. We want the students to leave with the legacy, which is kind of an acronym for some qualities we want the students to have. And many of the students spoke to the fact that he definitely exemplifies leadership and academics and character, and we could go through the whole thing. And so many of the teachers, you just mention his name, or to students you mention his name, and they're like, oh, he's such a wonderful young man, or oh, he's such a good friend, or oh, he's so talented, or so committed to school and to his work. And I had one student say to me, I don't know how he does it all. I just don't know how he does it all. Troy is a member of our golf team, our varsity golf team. Troy is also, this year, he is the assistant drum major. So he's got a very busy schedule, not to mention his academic load, of which it's quite a heavy load of honors AP classes, and he's working quite hard. And he will talk about his goals. So thank you very much, and I appreciate all you do in the community and in the district to support our students and our families. It's an honor and a privilege.
Hi, thank you. I'm just really excited about getting this honor. And
We want you in the picture.
I would just like to introduce my family, Scott Anderson. He's the pastor at First Baptist Church of Sun City, and he's just inspired me to glorify God in everything I do, and also the career path that I'll speak later of. And then my mom, Tamara Anderson, and just all the support that she's given me, all the car rides. It's funny though, because we'll get out, and the thing that she always says is always ringing in my ears is, every moment is a choice, and that inspires me to take every moment into consideration how I can use it. And then also my band director, Dwight Asbury. I really appreciate that because he's given me the opportunity to be assistant drum major and to lead and try to bring the band into a more successful level. And for him to trust me with that was a very good honor. And then my golf coach, Mr. Fairchild.
I told him I wouldn't look at him.
He's just very supportive, and I really appreciate everything that he's done in my life as well. As college goals, I'm planning on going to the Master's College. It's a private Christian college in Los Angeles. Because after that, I'd like to become a pastor like my dad. And even though that's not exactly what I want to do, I'm still waiting on if that's, because it's a tough commitment. So, I'd like to just, something that's kind of been an obstacle or just a growth in me is becoming assistant drum major. I was assistant drum major my junior year, but we've had, the year before that, we had very strong leadership, and so I was kind of left behind that, and people were expecting out of me, and that was the first year of being in a leadership role. I didn't know or understand how to do that, so I didn't do a very good job or exactly what I wanted to do, and so this year I put in my mind and said on becoming better and reaching up higher, and with my family and Mr. Asbury, I was able to become better and become a better leader, and hopefully we can do well in competitions. And so that's about all I have to say. Thank you.
Well, I'm Mr. Asbury, music director at Heritage High School, and as Troy said, he's our assistant drum major. This was his second year. He was assistant drum major last year, and he's assistant again this year as a senior. And an interesting path that has taken place with Troy's life and our band. He had an opportunity to run band camp. Our lead drum major was on tour in the summer, so I, told Troy, hey man, it's all yours. You got to make it happen for us this year. And he went to a leadership camp and he learned a lot of skills, and he ran the band. And the interesting thing about Troy is I've had him in band for 4 years. This was a real change and a real challenge for him. And my goal, as our goal as teachers, is to try to be an influence and, make a difference in students' lives. And then giving Troy a second opportunity as our assistant drum major, I know that he's going to help lead our band, but then hopefully, he'll be a great role model and a person in the community with his goal in being a pastor. So I figured this was another excellent opportunity for him to kind of develop his skills and his goals and dreams through the band, and we're having a fantastic year. When we first opened Heritage High School, we started with 20 kids, and I'm proud to say we're over 103 students in our band right now. And part of that motivation has come from Troy and his goals and his dream in bringing everyone together. So hopefully his experience in band and bringing the band together and raising us to a higher level will also help him in his life as a minister. So now here's his coach.
All right, I'll try to keep it short since we have a couple people talking about Troy, but here's the deal. I became a teacher to try to affect young people.
and give them something to look up to, and somewhat of a role model that they can then take out into the real world and have a good experience with their life. But every once in a while, the kid reverses it on the teacher. And in this case, it's been reversed. Troy is an amazing young man. I can't believe I just used the word kid when I was talking about him. He is an amazing young man. He has taught me 3 really big things that I thought I was already good at until I've met this young man: integrity, honesty, and morality. And those 3 just run through his blood like I've never seen in a young man before. And it really, I got to give it up. I'm really learning how to be a good parent through these 2, because I'm his golf coach, so I get to spend a lot of time with him. I mean, hours and hours and hours. We walk the golf course and talk together. We hit balls on the range, so I know Troy really well. And these 2 right here, I'm sorry, Troy, for a second, I got to talk about your parents. These 2 right here are 2 of the best people I've ever met in my life, and they've done a phenomenal job raising a young man that I hope that my kids aspire to be. The 3 of you changed my life for the better, and I can't tell you how blessed I am to be a part of your lives. And Troy, I'm very proud of you, and I know big things are coming for you. Okay, buddy? All right. Good job. Good job, buddy. He's not used to talking on Sundays.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, thanks for that. Thanks for breaking the ice. Yeah, you always. I think everybody looks at their son and thinks they're the best, and the best of them, and I think that's right. But when you come to a place like this and get a reward like he's received today in the words that we hear, it's amazing for us as parents. We appreciate all that stands behind Troy, appreciate you as well, and this opportunity that they have. Just something I was thinking that might help you get to know him a little bit. If we were to think of Troy and try to define him, we would define him in 2 ways: as somebody that somebody that loves people and loves God. And the neat thing about that is you would want that in your kid, and pretty excited about that and proud of when you see that. But you're even more proud of when he starts exceeding and going higher than you are in those areas. So we're very proud of Troy, and Troy, we love you very much. Thank you.
I just, I know this family too, and I just want to add something. No, this is really important. When last year when Donovan died in that car crash in Sun City, there was a memorial service, and the family was there supporting their family, helping orchestrate the entire event. And after I left, there were a lot of people around the family thanking them. And I, just wanted to quietly leave. I was there in support. They came up to me and thanked me for being there. And I was like, you gotta be kidding. You've put on this whole ceremony. You've given so much to this grieving family. And I'm just there. I mean, there were thousands of people in the stands, but this family turned to me and said, thanks for coming. And again, I think it speaks to what we've been talking about. This is a family with character.
Well, where'd the tissue go? Okay, it's right here. Well, you all really touched my heart today. I even shed a few tears. They were of all of joy, of course. And, I sit over there in my chair, and I don't know if it's the same chair every month, but I sit over in this little pink chair. Never matches my outfit. But I write copious notes about everything that you all say, and I like to write down key words. And I really felt today that we all had silent leaders, but very powerful leaders. Leaders that can definitely influence others around them. And that is exciting, especially when it can be done in a very gentle and a soft-hearted way. And I just think that's really special. I need to learn how to do that. And before I close, I do want to bring in Randy Hughes. And Randy is from Ploma Valley High School, and he is our video tech and guru. I know he's walking around. But we have all these wonderful young folks, and I normally have everybody's name, but I don't have your name, so can you tell us your name, please?
I'm Faith.
This is Faith. I love that name, Faith. And you, please? Amber.
Jose Espinoza.
And Jose. And Randy, I know you're out there. Please come around. Here he comes. Okay. All right, Randy, and who are the young folks out there with you? Because I don't have their names.
Oh, well, we have Zach Israelson.
Okay.
He's our technical director today, and we have Matthew Snedden and Diego. What's your last name? Robillard.
Okay, well that is great. So they come and they literally bring in all the equipment, they set everything up, they videotape, they go back to their classroom, and it is like a classroom assignment, and they edit for Time Warner Cable Television. And then before they get their lunch today, they have to perfectly and meticulously wind up all the cords, put all the equipment back into Mr. Hughes's car, and then they get to sit down and they have lunch. So, and then they get to go back to school with that. And at the very end, I always close with something very special. And many of you that have been around for years know that I am a fan of John Maxwell. He's a pastor, a motivational speaker. And in fact, his materials are those that we use in our own company to help train and develop our management. And it really, he truly demonstrates and shares the character and culture that my husband and I have in our company of how we want to be able to set others up for success and make a difference. And I always select something that I believe is appropriate to what the students have shared. And so we're going to actually listen to John Maxwell himself, and he sends out a Minute with Maxwell every day, and the one that he sent out that I particularly care about is called intentionality, which means that you all are definitely intentional in what you're doing, and this is what he has to say. We'll let it come up here. Okay.
Today's word on Minute with Maxwell is intentionality, one of the principles I teach about in my new book, The 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth. Live them and reach your potential. Here's what I know about intentionality, and here's what I know about growth. No one has ever grown by accident. If you're going to grow, you're going to have to grow on purpose. I realized that when I was in my 20s, and Kurt Kampmeyer over breakfast looked at me and asked me what my personal plan for growth was, of which I had none, and then he said, John, growth is not an accident. Can I tell you something? The only thing that will ever happen to you in your life that you don't have to plan or work on is death. You don't need a mentor on death. You don't need to read a book on death. Just hang around long enough and you die, okay? Everything else, you've got to do it on purpose. You've got to be intentional. Paul Harvey one time said, you can tell you're on the road to success. It's uphill all the way. That's true. If you're going to grow and reach your potential, it has to be intentional.
So that is from John Maxwell, and I truly believe that you all definitely demonstrate intentionality with your quiet and silent but yet powerful and motivating leadership, and we expect to continue to hear great things about you, and we look forward to you completing those rigorous Student of the Year applications, and we'll be hoping that you will put your name in the hat for our Student of the Year scholarship. So with that, I would like to say thank you to everyone for attending our very first Student of the Month program for the 2012-2013 year. I hope that you all felt that it inspired you in some special way, that you're going to leave even a better person because of the stories that were shared by our students. And we are going to take a picture. Sarah Rico is going to take that out in the front. And of course, we'd like to have our Mayor Busch in the picture, as well as Bill Rawlings from the city of Menifee, and of course, Dr. Jonathan Greenberg. We'd appreciate that. And let's give all of our students and families one more round of applause. Thank you. We'll get your bags put together, and may God richly bless you. Thank you.